Yes, welcome back to another great week. What's up, guys? What is going on, man? Oh, you have to forgive me. I am exhausted already, and I still got to do this weekend. We've got a good bit to talk about, and you're just going to have to be patient with me this evening because I'm trying to muster up the energy because it has been jam-packed, but we've got a few things to talk about this evening. So I hope you guys are well. I hope that you are ready because the second half of 2024 starts this weekend for me and many other DJs as September is rolling around very quickly. So welcome everybody who's in the house tonight. Let's check in the chat real quick. We got DJ Magic Mike in the building. Daniel Rodriguez, what's good? G Kenny, what is happening? G Kenny with the profile picture change. That's what's up. Kevin Sounds, what's good? What's good? DJ Romeo, great. What is good? What's good? All right. I'm glad I made sure that I switched over to the Roadcaster this time, as that's going to now be a new step process that I have to make sure I do every stream, because I use this laptop for Twitch, for live streams, for editing. So this is a workhorse here, and then I've got another Mac that is my DJ workhorse. So that's good. That's good. Okay, so let's get into it. Let's talk about a few things here. First thing I want to do is I want to give some love to the King of Pop. It is Michael Jackson's birthday. I don't know how old he would have been today, but it is the King of Pop's birthday. So happy birthday, Mike. I thought about doing a live stream with Mike, but with the new rules on Mixcloud, it just would have been a Twitch stream. And I don't like to just waste opportunities. So plus Twitch probably would have taken it down because it's all Michael Jackson. So they would not have allowed me to do that. But I did have a mix put together of all Michael Jackson. It wasn't something that I planned on today, but it was in my category of mixes that I put together. So it is what it is. So I just wanted to say happy birthday to the King of Pop. In other news, I was able to get a new sign for the Twitch room. I debuted it earlier this week as I was testing it out. Some of you did come on the stream, even though I was just trying to get the image and everything together. But got the new LED signage and stuff that's going to be in all the Twitch streams going forward. Even if I change the setup for whatever reason, the book club will be set up because this is the first time I've had anything made with the book club. And I think it looks fantastic. I think they did a fantastic job. Could not have asked for more than that. That looks amazing. So I am happy that is going to be on there. So definitely check me out on Twitch at DJ JayBook. Now, I also think that I would like to go on to Twitch. I would like to take Nick's old spot, since if some of you guys may not know, Nick Spinelli stopped doing his live stream, or his podcasts. Really, him and Santi are going to be doing something else. So that leaves that Tuesday at 12 kind of open. And I think that I would like to take that Tuesday at 12. So I am going to be testing next Tuesday at 12 p.m. I will put out, all stuff on there, but make sure you follow me on Twitch so that you can keep up for whenever I do go live on Twitch, as I am going to be trying to make a big push before October, because October, it's going to be hell month. It is truly going to be hell month. All right. So we got that out of the way. Let's talk about something I got in the mail. So I have recently been talking with Phoenix, and Phoenix Pro has sent me this monstrosity of a mixer. It is a 8-channel mixer, as you can see up here. All the way to 8-channel mixer. It's got USB capability on the back. All right. I can't see it right there. It's got USB capability right there. And it's also got Bluetooth capability right here. But yeah, all your normal connections here with XLRs and 1/4-inch inputs and outputs down here on this end. And then your main outs and everything here. So me and DJ Mike are going to be looking over this, and we are going to dissect it, and I will be making a video on this as they have requested. But I just wanted to show you guys this mixer. It's one of these weird mixers that it doesn't really fit my whole setup thing, but I'm sure I can find a use for it. But I don't think anybody's mixer is this big. This thing is a monster. It's a tank. It's all aluminum around the whole unit here. I think it's got headphones in the front and so many other things. But Mike's going to help me out with that. I'm pretty sure he's looking at this and probably has a smile on his face right now, because this is his expertise. So Phoenix Pro, I am now an affiliate of them. So if you would like to purchase any Phoenix products with the microphone and get a microphone or a mixer or headphone or whatever they offer, you can go to their website, and where it says coupon at, you can type in DJ JayBook, space it out, of course, and you will get a discount. So wanted to show you that. Let's see. Look at that. Kevin sounds rested. R.I.P. the Nick Spinelli show. Yeah, it was definitely a good show, but I understand why he's pivoting. It gives thought to it, because I've probably done about 30 less shows than he has, and I can kind of feel that if it goes in a certain direction, it'll be great. If more participation comes in, that would be great. But you want to pivot so you can always stay fresh, and you don't want to stay stale. People come on, hear the same stuff. I try to mix it up, do some new stuff, but it is what it is. Let's see. Kevin Sounds, bro, I love Phoenix. I didn't even know they did mixers. Yeah. So if you go to their website, I probably should have. I'll put it in the description. Let me put it in the description now while I'm thinking about it. That way I don't forget, because I know I will forget. I'm always so forgetful. Let me see here. Give me 1 second. All right, that's that. I need to sign into my other one. One second here, guys. 1 second. Okay, here we go. So copy this, and let's put this. Let's put this in here. Oh, wow. Colorado's playing tonight. Sorry, it's taking me a second. I'm just trying to put this in the description so you guys have it. Here we go. Phoenix websites. Use code DJ JayBook. Okay, there it is. Now, if you would like to check out Phoenix products, just make sure you look in the description of this video and you will be able to check it out. Jay, you better stay right where you at. Like, we can't lose you. Crazy. Who enjoyed the show last week? Hey, man, big shout out to Solstice, man. I can honestly tell you, Solstice, I've been doing this show for a little bit over 100 episodes. You know, I think we're at 103 right now. And I think Santi has the most viewed videos that I've done on a live stream, which is only 700, but I mean, it's still good for a live stream. Let me see here. I love doing this stuff real time. Yeah, Santi has 780, and I think that he is the top dog, but with a very close second and on the way is a 600 viewed episode by DJ Solstice. So you are my number 2 interview, which is pretty good, Solstice. A lot of people getting a lot of feedback from the interview with you. So that was a good show. Y'all leave Solstice alone, man. He's just doing his thing. He was a great interview. Aaron the DJ, hello everyone. Hope you all doing well. What's going on? All right. So we talked about the mixer. Oh, you know what? Let's talk about this next scene right here. Tell me if you saw this. If this is loud, just turn your TV down a little bit, but tell me who saw this.
What the f DJs actually do? Like, I don't think they're remixing the song on the spot. I'm pretty sure they've like programmed it ahead of time. So what are they actually doing? Are they just turning up the volume, turning down the volume, or are they pressing like and then just dancing and like what the fuck DJs actually do? What the fuck DJs actually?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't even know if I should take offense to that. I'm not sure. I feel like I should. I feel like I definitely should take offense to it, but I don't know why. I don't know why. I think that came out of context, though. Let me just preface this and say that it did look like it came out of context. I think she was talking about like maybe somebody on TikTok. And I told you guys that, you know, if you're a push button DJ, you know, it looks like you're not doing much and getting paid an awful lot. But a lot of DJs kind of took, they kind of took what she said and they kind of ranted, and they've been tagging her because, I mean, we're a whole community. So, I mean, it's not just the mobile DJs. It's like the club DJs, the headliner DJs are all just kind of like, bro, what's Alicia talking about? But I think to put it in context, to be in fairness, I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt and say that she was talking about somebody who may have been pushing a couple buttons. However, when she made that statement, she should have clarified a little bit more, but the fact that you say, what do DJs do? What do DJs do? Do you even realize how your music gets out? It's from DJs. Yes, DJs. Your music was originally put out by radio DJs, played by regular DJs, played and mixed by other DJs, remixed by DJs. Like, what? We do everything. Are you kidding me? We still keep your music relevant. You've got to be joking me, Alicia. But I did take a little bit of offense to that. I ain't gonna lie. I did. When she said that and it came across, I was like, I wonder what the people on the show would say about this. Once again, if you haven't seen it, I'm just gonna play it one more time here.
What the fuck DJs actually do? Like, I don't think they're remixing the song on the spot. I'm pretty sure they've like programmed it ahead of time. So what are they actually doing? Are they just turning up the volume, turning down the volume, or are they pressing like and then just dancing and like what the fuck DJs actually do? What the fuck DJs?
I mean, even when she said that, or even when she was like, all they do is push the volume up, push the volume. I feel like she put us all in a box. I feel like she did. I kind of take offense to that a little bit. But Alicia, if you want the DJ community to flip on you, just let us know. Let us know, because we can stop playing the records. We can stop playing your songs. We can let you fade, into the darkness. We can cut out Empire State and just play Jay-Z's vocals the whole time, because that was the last relevant song that we played that was most up to date by you. I mean, let's be honest. You haven't had a hit in a minute. Nothing for us to even play, but, I don't know. Let me see what the chat says. I'm just trying to see what the chat say. Let's see. We didn't learn from that show. So, Jay was one of the people that said that they got something from the show, DJ Rich. Oh, no, Alicia, go sit down and play a piano, sing somewhere. Spin Griffey, what's good? Alicia asked that because she was watching Swiss Beats practicing and didn't know what was going on. DJ's not playing Alicia Keys' music. That's why she. I believe it. I was just taken back by that, because initially when you hear it, it's like, you start wanting to call people out of their names, and you want to laugh, and it's like, whoa, where you coming from with this? Like, what's happening? I mean, please give us a little bit more context so that we do not drag you. Now, some DJs have gone as far as to take the clip, chop it up, put it as a sample button or a sample, and then they will cut the shit out of records and be like, and use her sample in there. Talking about, what do DJs do? I mean, and just kill it. And then put that as a reel. I thought that was a unique idea to kind of put a spin on it and stuff. But it's eye-opening. It's eye-opening. Let me know what you guys think about that in the chat. Because I know a lot of people got a lot of stuff to say about that. I know I did. G Kino, you wow. Rachel didn't watch. Well, the button I'm pushing is skip when Alicia Keys song. It also sounds like she just talking about EDM. Right. That's what I preferenced at the beginning. I kind of gave her the benefit of the doubt and said she must have been watching something to where the DJ was just literally pushing the button. You remember that girl I told you guys about that was on YouTube that I was like, it's pre-mixed music, and she just go back and forth with the same dance move, and she got like millions of views. And I'm just like, man, all these hardworking DJs out here trying to get views, and she come on there, and because she's a girl or a pretty face, she gets all these views. Like, come on, man. So she had to be watching somebody like that. Let's see. No way she could be talking about all DJs. Swiss come for that. I don't think so. I don't think she would be coming for all of us. But if she was, that's why I said she should have gave a little bit more context. Because if she was coming from all of us, that's hell to pay right there. DJs will stop playing her stuff so fast. And look, see, Kevin Sounds, her music ain't even danceable anyway. She only got a couple tries. That's why I say her last hit that she was on, and she had to be on with somebody to do that. Empire State of Mind. I mean, can somebody name another hit she's had since that song that is in heavy rotation? I'll wait. Do she know DJ Jazz? Probably not. Was that Alicia Keys? Yes, that was. Daniel Rodriguez. I'm sure that's out of context because her husband is a DJ and started as one. I mean, this is true. Another thing that Swiss and Timbaland been doing, been having DJs at, the Versus events. You can't be saying that and your husband diddle that. I mean, who gonna work for him after she say that? They've been having some big name DJs do that too. Isn't she married to DJ Swiss Beats? Yeah. Her last hit was "Girl on Fire," and it wasn't a club joint, right? Don't nobody play that. I mean, well, some people play it if they're trying to mix it, something like that, trying to use it as a bridge. Alicia, I believe, is somewhat of a feminist and outspoken and opinionated. I mean, I get that, but like I said, if you're gonna do that, if you're gonna rant and rave like that, give us some context, please, just so we're clear on what you're talking about. So that's all I ask. All right. Let's see what else I had here. I didn't mean to ruffle any feathers, or did I? I probably did. So tonight we're going to have a great Q&A tonight. So, I didn't have a whole lot of topics and stuff to talk to you guys about. I wanted to talk about a few of those, and also tell you that next week, I believe, if everything goes well, I've been trying to hold back who it is that I'm going to have on the show next week, but it seems like every time I do that, something comes up. So I'm just going to tell you so that maybe if I tell you, he'll just come on. But we have solidified that DJ Bar will be on the show next week. So he was supposed to be tonight. He had something that he forgot that he had to do. I was supposed to be advertising for him to come on this week, but next week we will have the homie DJ Bar on the show. And one of the reasons that I wanted to have him on the show is because I've seen a good bit of his interviews, and I don't think he's being interviewed correctly. So I've got a whole, I preface this thing, and you guys know when I get guests on here, I try to ask the questions that I want to know. I ask the questions that you want to know. I try to ask the chat what they want to know. But you can see it right here. I've got all these questions for DJ Bar. All of these are questions. So I am prepared for him. I'm going to give him an interview that he has never had before. And then I want you guys to ask him all the questions that you have been wanting to ask him, especially if you've sent him a DM message and he hasn't responded. We've all been there. But yeah, definitely get ready to ask those next week. So we'll do that. Hopefully everything goes right. 7 p.m. EST next week, we will have the homie DJ Bar on the show next week. Let's see here. Love the question. Why is DJ Solstice not being interviewed correctly? I could not agree more. Yeah, I've got some great stuff for him. Stuff that he's never really been asked before. Because I think these guys are kind of doing more like fanning. They like fanboy kind of really around him. And I've talked to Bar on a, just a regular, he's a regular person. So ask him regular questions. Ask him stuff that, he can give great answers to. Don't ask about, how did you get 60,000 followers or 60? Come on, man. We've already talked about this on the show. You want to do that? I've got shows that tell you all about that. Just go back and look at that. I promise you, he would answer it the same way. So that is that. So hopefully next week, cross your fingers, he'll be here and we'll do that. But if you have a question, make sure you put the hashtag ask and I will answer as many questions as I can within the next 35 to 40 minutes. And if you know the answer in the chat, please, please, please help out your fellow DJ. We are not here to ride on each other. We are here to help each other. So if you know the answer, because I do not have all of the answers, I'm just going to give you the ones that I know. Now, let's see here. Did I have anything else? Got the new sign. Nope. I think we're ready. I think we're ready for Q&A. right here. All right. So, like I said, just put the ask in the comment section, and we'll go ahead and get started with some Q&A for the evening. I'm going to kick back a little bit. Oh, let me tell you a little bit about what I've got going on this coming up weekend. I just thought you guys should know. So I have been busy. If you saw my Instagram, you saw all those things that were charging. I was charging the Everse 8, all my both IR4s, four 6-packs of S4 uplights. I mean, I have my Jackery battery. I have been charging all that stuff because I have to go do a tailgate football gig and rental equipment at that tailgate. So I'm DJing on one side, and then somebody's renting my equipment that's tailgating right in the same general area. And so I'll have to go set that up. I thought about bringing this mixer right here and setting it up, but I think I'm just using the Yamaha MGX10 or MG10X, something like that. I'm going to be using that mixer instead. But all the QSCs will be out this weekend. I'll have 2 of my KW 122s, 2 of my KW, what are those, 153s? I think they are. I think it's a 150. Anyway, the tall ones. And then 2 of my KW 181 subwoofers will be out and about for the tailgating. No lights, thank God. And I've got a hell of a mix. I'm also going to try to record my mix from that. I wish I could live stream it and stuff on Twitch, but I feel like that's just a lot. That's a lot to do to try to live stream that. I would love to. And if I can figure out a way tomorrow to be able to do that, Mike, we might have to talk after this, and maybe you can help me think of a way that I can get that done. Because if I can get that done, that would be kind of dope to live stream that on Twitch. That would be fire. And then Sunday, I've got a wedding in Savannah. It's about 2.5 hours away. Big wedding, big setup. This bride and groom just want me to really just bring the energy. But they have uplighting, and I'm going to use my whole board T-stand at this one. So we've got a little ways to drive for that. And that's what I've got. My garage is so crazy right now, but I think I've got everything ready to go. So wish me luck on that. I will have tons of pictures and everything for you next week on next week's show. And we'll talk about it a little bit before the homie DJ Bar comes on. Okay. Let's see what we got. Q&A time. Let's see here. Let's see. Yeah, G Kenny, help me out with that. And help me out with the thumbs up too. Looks like we only got 1 thumbs up in the chat. 25 people in the room. Let's see if we can get that up to at least 12 by the within the next 10 to 15 minutes. Just hit the thumbs up for me so that it helps out the video. And my goal is to try to get up to 20 likes and stuff today. So here we go. Glowy Pineapple. Didn't we already get the what do DJs actually do meme? The Alicia Keys version seems like a AI fake. Probably. I hadn't seen it yet. I've only seen a couple of DJs respond to it, but I'm sure as more people see that clip, which for some reason it really wasn't like a viral thing. It should have been because of who it was. But I mean, if there's a meme going around, I just haven't seen it yet. Shout out to the regulars in the building. I got you, DJ Mike. All right. Daniel Rodriguez with our first question. Sorry. Here we go. What's your thoughts on using a venue in-house systems? Wait a minute. On using a venue's in-house system. Gotcha. I'm not a fan of it. Here's why I'm not a fan of using what the venue offers. Because nobody there does any maintenance on it. Nobody there checks any levels. I think when it's put up, it's just set up on basic factory settings, and there's nothing you can do to change it. I think if it's damaged, nobody has checked it. I think that using an in-house setup that's not set up by a professional who has, change the settings and just allows you to just be able to tap in, I think that you are hurting yourself, because I cannot tell you how many venues I've been in that has speakers, and they usually use like Bose speakers, and they sound horrible. They sound absolutely horrible because like one of them are blown, the other one has no bass. So I would definitely not encourage you to use an in-house speaker, or their in-house setup, if at all possible. I don't know if you've ever been into like a hotel, but in their conference rooms, when they have their own microphones and it's running off of the in-ceiling speakers, those are usually blown in like 3 spots. So everything sounds distorted and horrible. I wouldn't use it. That's my thoughts on it. I wouldn't use it. Good question. Let's see. Spin Griffey. I saw the T.I. Lil Wayne Twitch. You got a second setup with actual turntables. You got the reins. Okay, so the turntables that are set up on my Twitch. Let me see if I can pull up the new sign here. Let me move myself. So right here, I've got a Pioneer S7, and I've got 2 of the Cross 12s, the PLX CRSS 12s from Pioneer, which is the hybrid turntables. And then for my setup that I take with me, I do have 2 Rain 12 MK2s and a S11 in that setup. So this is my Twitch setup right below me, right here, which is the Pioneer PLX CRSS, so we just call them the Cross 12s, and a S7 as the mixer on Twitch. So that's what I use, and that's what I make all of my Mixcloud mixes with as well. All right, I'm taking myself back down here. All right, good question, Spin Griffey. All right, next, Kevin Sounds, the live stream mixer that's sitting in front of you right here. Sitting in front of you with the bright pads. Which mixer is that? This is the Rodecaster Pro. I don't know if you could see that. But yeah, it's the Rodecaster Pro. This is the one I had to start the live stream. Start the podcast. It allows 4 microphones to be inputted. If you're just going to do a 2-person podcast, you don't need all this. Rode now makes a 2-person mixer. So you don't have to get the Rodecaster Pro, but this was the first one that they came out with, and it came out right around COVID time. And so I got this one. I really wish I would have waited to get that 2 one, because there's so many features on here that I don't use. And I probably could have saved myself like $150 by going with the 2-person setup, as opposed to this one. But this one, it does its job. It holds up well. You can take a phone call. You can Bluetooth in. You can put 4 microphones. You got all of your sound effects and everything over here. But it does the job, and it's portable. You could take it just about anywhere. It's, you see I'm lifting it barely. I got fingers up here, so I'm lifting it, 4 fingers, and it's good to be able to be picked up. So that's the one I'm using. Good question. Glowy Pineapple asks, have you ever played a silent disco? What are your feelings about that type of event? Okay. I've never played it. I've only seen it, never played it. I'm not really sure on what my thoughts are about a silent disco. I think it's a cool concept, because you can have, you can have multiple setups. You can have 2 DJs DJing, and if you want to listen to one, you can turn on his sound. If you want to listen to another, you can turn on that sound. I think it's actually a cool concept. It's kind of weird if you don't have headsets on, because there's like no sound. But I don't think I would ever invest in it. I don't think that it is popular enough to invest in. I see some DJs out on the West Coast kind of get those. But over here, it's not as common at all, really. I think here, the only time somebody would use that is for like a kids event. it feels like it's more kidsy to me. If I have to kind of categorize it, I don't see people at a wedding or an older person's birthday party or a reunion or maybe a graduation party. But I don't see a whole lot of people signing up for a silent disco. So yeah, that's my thoughts on that. Spin Griffey, silent discos are fire. You really can just play whatever you want. Yeah. Now, as far as playing whatever you want, I mean that's one thing. But I just think the concept in general, I think it's a little kidsy to me. Let's see. I just did my first one last week. There are 3 channels and guests could come choose from. 2 of them were a live DJ. That's interesting. Very interesting. DJ Mike, what does your 2025 look like? It's not as crazy as it has been the last 2 years, but for the most part, it's kind of decent. It's heavier on the beginning. I think me and you tackle a good bit in March, but I'm decent in January. I've got nothing in February. So that'll probably be a heavy content month as of this moment, but people like to book for February, like right around now. March looks pretty good. Weekends are gone and stuff in March. April is surprisingly, I think I have like 3 dates open in April, 3 Saturdays open in April. May is kind of filling up a little bit. Summer is pretty bad at the moment. October has already got some gigs. So I would probably say not even a third of my year for 2025 has been filled yet. I'd probably say I have about 14 gigs so far, about 14. So it's on the struggle bus right now. I'm not going to lie. I'm accustomed to doing about 50 to 54 events. So to only have 14 right now, I got some work to do. Let's see here. It is pretty funny when you take the headphones off. Good experience for me, I have to say. That's nice. That's nice. Now, answer this in the chat, though, Glowy Pineapple. Would you invest in the equipment to do so? Do you see a market for that? Do you see a market that not only would pay you back an ROI, but going forward, do you see a market in that, or is that just a fad? DJ Romeo, great. Some venues you don't have a choice because of the decibel limits. True. Wickman 2A asks, I think it's cool that the Phoenix Pro mixer you have has a dedicated sub output as opposed to having to use an aux or booth output. Were you able to test it? No, I just got it today. Like literally, I brought it up here out of the box. So I haven't even made sure. Maybe I should make sure it at least gets power. Hold on a second. I've got the cord right here. Let me see if I can make sure it's got power. Hold on one second. Wickman, you making me do some work and stuff, man. I'm supposed to be here. Let me blow myself up. Not literally, but just, let's see here. That's a short cord. Did I turn it on? Can't tell if anything working on it or not. Oh, yeah, there it is. It's got light stuff over here. So, yeah, it actually gets power. Yeah, this is the first time I've turned it on. You know. Everything still feels good. It feels brand new. And the Bluetooth light up and everything here. If it wants to pair. Don't know how to turn that off. Yeah, here's your subwoofer, so sub out right here, which is different from any mixer that I have. I thought that was nice, and then you get your two mains and a sub there. So yeah, I haven't even had a chance to test that out. Me and Mike, like I said, me and DJ Mike, we're gonna really test this out because I got to know a little bit more in depth details regarding it, so that I can make a video out of it. I may even have him on the video to talk about the do's and don'ts. I'm a better salesman than I am, specs guy. So unless it comes to TVs, I'm really good with TVs. All right, back to Q&A. Let's see. What is the hardest part about doing a live show like this one? Topics. Keeping things fresh. It really is, because like sometimes I have to throw in these Q&As because I really don't have a lot to talk about. I've talked about so much. I've given so much knowledge on these shows. But I like to do the show because if something comes up at an event, I like to be able to share my experience with it and tell you how I handle it. And then you, of course, give me feedback on how I handle it. Not having anybody to physically talk to. Like, I like having interviews and doing that, because that it's easier to talk to somebody. But right now, you are my camera. I mean, you are my person. I'm talking to a camera. There's nobody to laugh. There's nobody to correct. There's nobody to hear the reaction of. So if you're not comfortable in front of the camera, it's tough to do something like this. But it definitely does make you comfortable to do stuff like this, if you are not, because it forces you to talk, not have dead air. One of the things that I pride myself on is that I can hold a conversation for quite some time. I mean, you guys ask a good bit of stuff, and I'm able to, keep a conversation going so it doesn't sound dead, and you're getting information and knowledge from it. So there's no dead air space. You know what I'm saying? So that's probably the hardest thing, is just to have topics and to be able to continue a conversation with. I mean, there's people there, but there's nobody in front of you. So it does take some of the jitters out, though. If you're scared to speak in public, I mean, you're not really speaking in public. That's probably one of the hardest things, though. Q&A, what did you learn from You know what I learned from Solstice is that he is not the asshole that everybody portrays him as. He's not. He's just a guy who he knows what he wants, knows how to get it, has climbed, not from the dirt, because you were never poor, but has climbed his way up to a full-fledged functioning business. And I commend any entrepreneur who is able to do what he and many others have done, because it is one of the hardest. I can tell you right now, it is one of the hardest things to rely on just yourself to make money, feed yourself, clothe yourself, pay for everything that you want. These are some of the hardest things to do. And if you can create your own business and your own hours out of it, you are, I think, a step above most. So that's what I learned about Solstice. Hopefully that's something good for you, bro. I'm in New Orleans. The silent discos are a great corporate event. See, on a corporate event, I like to hear the emotion and hear the music that goes along with the emotion. But I mean, it could be different. Everybody, look, it's not everybody's cup of tea. Over here in South Carolina, where I am, I don't see nobody using that. It's only I think I've seen maybe one or two people do it, and we have to. Well, not we, but they had to rent the headphones from another DJ in North Carolina in order to have. That's how unpopular it is here. I would definitely, Spin Griffey, I would definitely not bring that to a college. Man, if you go back to some of my old gigs and look at some of those college parties, I am thankful for the opportunity to DJ those and to kill those and for those to be great, but I am so done with college party. They are some of the worst people to DJ for. If you've got a barricade and nobody can come up there, they're some of the best. But if you have no barricade and they can come up to where you're at and stuff, they are some of the worst people to DJ for. They will destroy more. I have never had more of my equipment broken more than DJing at a college party. I mean, I've had beer spilt on it. I've had people knock down my whole lights. I've had people unplug stuff. I've had it's been bad. It's been bad. I'm kind of glad not to do college parties. I get some of these interns that work with these planners, and they're like, "You should do some of our sorority parties." I'm like, "No, thank you." And I'm dead ass. I'm just like, "No, thank you." I've been there, done that. Let's see. DJ J Mendez, what is the difference between using Vibo like you or not using Vibo like DJs? Why do y'all do this man so bad like this? He is not as bad as y'all look. Look, Vibo is a great organized platform for you to just allow the guests, your clients to fill out a lot of the information, and it just keeps you steady. You could put so many notes in, and so many brides have so many notes. It makes my Zoom meetings and my sit downs with these couples so much easier because all the questions that I need to ask have already been presented to the bride and groom. So when we do our sit down, it's like, oh, okay, this, verifying this. You're basically only just putting in times, and then that's it. You print it out and you've got a day of itinerary. Because I don't know about you guys, I am not a fan of planner's itinerary because it has nothing meaningful to me. It just doesn't. And it's like page after page. They don't use front back. I like to use front and back of a piece of paper. They use page after page after page, and it's not as useful to me. So I like to print out my own. It's got music on it. It's got timestamps. It's got names. It's got phonetic spelling. It's got all of that stuff on there. So I am a big advocate for Vibo. And if they ever get any competition that's as good as that planning form, kudos to them because it is one of the best since I've been using it. Here we go. Kevin Sounds still doing kids parties. Hopefully not. Okay. So unfortunately I have been doing one or two now, not as many as I've done for in the past. I've even gone to the extremes of telling people I don't have a card when they say, can you do my son's 13th birthday? No. I don't have any more cards and hoping they don't find me. And now for the school district, I've been doing like some of these simple gigs, and you can actually charge a decent amount to the school districts right now. But I've learned that there's a certain level that you can get to that they will not send you a W-9 on. I believe, don't quote me on this, but I believe you can charge up to $600 and they'll pay you and they won't hit you with a W-9. I'm almost certain that that's the number because if I am not mistaken, when I do proms, I get hit with a W-9 every year because I usually charge in the thousands of dollars for a prom. And I have since stopped doing as many proms because it's kind of pointless. The kids come in, look at each other, smile, take a couple of pictures, and then they're ready to go. That's your proms now. It's crazy. So I don't do as many kids functions. I'll do one or two here and there. Sometimes as a favor, sometimes it's repeat clients that I'll take care of, but for the most part, I've kind of pulled myself away from that. Let's see. Daniel Rodriguez, what's your mornings? Wait a minute. What's your mornings look like on wedding days? And are there some things that you have to have on those days, like Red Bull or like coffee? Yes, I have to have a Bang, first of all. The Bang energy drink, I usually drink it. I try to drink it right around 11 o'clock because it usually gives me the most energy for the entire day. On my morning, I get up with my lady. We go get a little bit of breakfast. We sit down at the table, have our conversation. Because if there's any conversation to be had, that's the only time that I can have any conversation that day. The rest of the day, I'm gone. She's asleep by the time I get home. So, we have any type of conversation. If there's anything that I need to pack on the trailer, I will do it that morning. If sometimes I'm already packed, so I don't have to do that. I try to stay off of my feet as much as possible, only because I'm going to be on my feet the entire day once I start. So just kind of relax, laid back. I don't go over anything that I've already prepared for because I've already gone over it the whole week. And I don't want to overload my brain because I've already got a lot I'm thinking about, getting there on time, how I'm going to get in, how I'm going to set up. I don't want to be going over that to throw that in there because it's just going to be erased in your mind by the time you get to the venue anyway. A Bang, some breakfast, chill, and then, normal stuff to get ready for a wedding and head on out. Head on out. Oh, Lord. Solstice, we're going to check this out. And people need an affordable option. So I'm going to offer an affordable option. And if it sucks, I will be right there with you and say it sucks. I definitely will. I've already sent them the email telling them, look, you're going to have to accept the good with the bad. If I say something is terrible, you're going to still have to put my video up. You can't just put it down because it's going to be on my channel. So I put the good with the bad. This guy right here was forced to use these at my Denver wedding and had to hold my breath. They wouldn't cut out during the speeches. Those mics and all their products totally suck. I understand, Solstice. I definitely understand, but we are going to still test them out because I have the PTU 71s and it's a dual microphone setup, and I used them for a wedding out in Charleston, and that's right beside the water, right beside the ocean. And the guy had a handheld mic. The officiant had a handheld mic, and I ran it right through the Everse, and it sounded fantastic. So it is a hit or miss, and it is good for the average Joe. If you don't want to spend your life savings on a microphone and you may just be getting started out, I don't see why you can't start with Phoenix Pro and then upgrade from there. But you should be okay. It's okay, Solstice. We're going to get through this together. Okay, you guys are still talking about them headphones. All right, Glowy Pineapple, response to you, Book. No, I wouldn't invest in it at this point because it's very nichey. Yep. But if you can find an event who has the gear, or if you can rent for cheap, go ahead and team up and try it out. I would definitely team with somebody and maybe try it out, maybe for like a New Year's type deal. That would be nice. Oh, and I had this great idea about New Year's. And DJ Mike, if you're still on here, I want to try this. I don't know if I've run this by you, but I know I haven't told you guys it. Had this great idea. And if you steal it, you steal it. You could do it. I may not do it, but I feel like I want to do it. And I'm going to make kind of a deal out of it. I want to, you know how everybody is home for New Year's. And they turn on like, whoever, Ryan Seacrest or whoever at night, and they play all this terrible music about with these acts who nobody cares about. Everybody just cares about when the ball drops. So I saw one guy last year on Twitch. He DJ'd all the way up until the ball drop. And I think for New Year's, if I don't have a gig, last year I did a wedding on New Year's Eve into New Year's Day, so I couldn't do it. But I want to do a New Year's Eve bash, and you come, you definitely follow me on Twitch and log into Twitch, and I will DJ your New Year's Eve. You can put me on your TV, you can put me on your phone, whatever you want to do, Bluetooth me in, whatever. I'm just going to be playing music all the way up to the ball drops, and then probably like 30 minutes after, and then you're in the comfort of your home, you just go to bed. You can literally just go to bed afterwards. But I wanted to be able to do something like maybe 1 hour I'll DJ, and then Mike can come on and DJ, like kind of get like a round robin of guys. And if we don't have enough guys, I'll make sure I have enough music to be able to accommodate that. And I'll just keep DJing. But if we can get a round robin of guys and I can throw it to whomever, and, then we designate one person to do the ball drop. If we've got, a good bit of guys, we can let, somebody do 30 minutes or 15 minutes and then another person 15 minutes. And then when it gets to the ball drop, we can designate one person to do the ball drop, or if we can find a way to conference in every DJ that's been doing that, I just think it would be a much better thing, and it'll be something for the community to be able to kind of have. I haven't seen that done like that, but I have a lot of ideas for it. And as we get closer to it, I would love to be able to get some of you guys to do some of that stuff and help me out with it. Or you can just tune in to me. I'll have, enough music, but I'll start it at like 8:00 and I'll just play 4.5 hours of music, leading up to the ball drop and then 30 minutes after. So just think about it. That's my plan to try to do New Year's Eve. Take it if you want to. Doesn't matter. If you want to take it and do it on your own, I understand. But I definitely want to try to do that. DJ Paul Thompson, love your work, Jay. Cheers, DJ Paul. Appreciate it. Oh, Melbourne, Australia. Oh, what's happening? Preach solstice. I did it at a college freshman orientation. Are y'all still talking about them headphones? They ain't even come up to any of us, like 3 DJs. Y'all love that silent disco convo. DJ Kenny, G Kenny, if you could redo your DJ journey all over again, what would you do differently? This could include YouTube as well. I would start YouTube a lot earlier. Because it held my attention and it saved my DJ career. I would learn on turntables first and then go backwards. I would learn how to DJ that way. And not the way that I learned. I learned push button, controller, then turntables. I wish I could go the other way. And that way you can play everything. I mean, I can play everything now, but now it's a little different. Also, I wish that I took more chances in my earlier career and not just rely on home runs, because now that I can take chances in the stage that I'm in now, it makes me a little bit more versatile, and I'm playing different stuff than everybody that's in my area. What else? I think that's it. I think those are the things that I would change if I can go back and do it all over again. I would definitely have a turntablist as a teacher, and I probably would have never done clubs, because doing clubs it's fun if you're in a big market, but when you're in a small market and the same people keep like, it's terrible, bro. It's terrible, and they don't pay you enough. They don't ever pay you enough. So that's what I would say there. Let's see. The difference is that I don't need an AI to stay organized, but it works. Now, Sosis, I think you're back there talking about when we talked about Vibo. DJ Romeo Great asked, this question I will use for DJ Bar, but I will ask first. How long do you anticipate doing this and retiring? Heck, I'm 60 and still working as a DJ. I want to pivot right before 50. Now I'm 43 right now. I want to pivot right before 50. I want to be able to transition a little bit. There's certain goals and stuff that I have that I'm trying to hit before I turn the age of 50. Now, it's not saying I'm just going to put down DJing, but I like the idea of picking and choosing which events I DJ. Right now, I'm in such a good demand right now that I don't really get to pick and choose. They kind of choose me. But I would love to be able to, if they want to, a DJ to be able to hire another DJ to do it. And then I get to just pick and choose and still be okay. So I would say DJing in general, I probably won't put it down anytime soon. You know, maybe getting up there to 60, it won't be as heavy. You know, I hope to be in something a little different. I mean, I've been DJing since I was, 25 maybe? Was that 25? No, it was before then. Like 23? Yeah, it's like since I've been 23, I was DJing. And so I've done 2 decades. Literally, I've done 2 decades. So I think that's of just hardcore DJing. So I think I will be able to pivot and stuff when I get closer to 50 and just try something different and still have my hand in the DJ world, but not as what I'm doing right now as far as a full-time wedding DJ. So that's what I would say. Vibo is okay, but extremely expensive. I would recommend if a new DJ, create your own Google form. It's free. Kelly, is that signing? The dance doctors in Charleston have a great following with the silent disco. I've DJed 3 events with them and it's fun. Oh, okay. I didn't even realize that they had a market out there. I don't think I've ever seen them out there. That's what's up. Thank you for joining us too, Kelly. Nick Hughes, I would day 90% of my bookings, I would say 90% of my bookings are because my clients love the Vibo app, sets me apart in St. Louis. That's what's up. 90% of mine are because I don't force them to use an app like Vibo. Solstice, 600 is a threshold for W9 income. Surprise abuse. Just trying to scroll down the thing here, guys. Looks like you guys have been talking. I'm trying to catch up here. DJ J Mendez, what do you think about Serato being available to be used on certain record box controllers like the DDJ 400? They are not only specific for Serato. Is Serato giving or selling soon to Pioneer? Probably. I don't know why these companies, maybe they're just being offered a crap ton of money. Maybe the bag is just that good to why these companies are just merging like they are. I mean, we've known, golly, Pioneer was a staple for me back in freaking high school. Even back when the radios that they had, like if you had a Pioneer radio, like you would have shit. You know, not necessarily Pioneer speakers, but like if you had that Pioneer radio with the TV flipped out, or if you just had a Pioneer radio that like glowed, or you had the one that had the little digital dolphin and stuff on it, or the one where the face flips down and you pop the CD in and then it just converted over to, well, it didn't convert over, but you know, they were making other stuff like turntables and you know, microphones and all this stuff and speakers and all that stuff too. It's like, if you've been doing this for this long, I know you can't see a decline. Look at all these DJs that have Pioneer equipment, especially mobile DJs. So why would Serato and Record Box and Pioneer merge with these other companies and do that? It's got to be because of the bag. It's got to be. It can't be for the users. Let's do this for the customer care. There's no way they're doing that for us. That is just so it makes it easier for them to be able to be managed and make even more money. Now you can charge to do this. Now you can charge to get this. Because I saw somewhere that Record Box was getting rid of a couple of options that they've had for forever. I'm like, why? Like, it's some weird stuff. It's some weird stuff. I think that everything should just be standalone. I think Serato should be Serato. I think it should just be straight up and down Serato. Record Box should be Record Box. That's my thought on it. I just booked a wedding for New Year's, but I should be able to do the live stream. Let's set that up for Twitch, Jay. I definitely want to do that. Dang, I'm super late, but what's up, y'all? Hey, G5. It doesn't matter if you're late, bro. You know how we go here. If we own, we own. Does anybody in here use email marketing systems outside of MailChimp? I feel like I'm not getting the bang for $60 a month. A New Year's Eve Twitch raid. I'm about that life. That's what's up. That's what's up. I definitely want to set something like this up, guys. Like for real, for real. Wickman 2A, do you find it awkward spinning on a non-moving platter controller or CDJ now that you're using the Rev 7 and the Rain 12s? I know people say it's not different, but it is. It is. I mean, I can do it, but it's different because having that feel and that control for the moving platters and the actual turntables, it's different. It's so different. It's so different. Like I could do it. Like I've got my 1000 sitting right over. Let me see if I can get it. Hold on. I mean, I still got my 1000 SRT right here. I love this thing. I just haven't figured out what I'm going to use it for, but I'm going to find a way to use this. But like spinning on this, it's weird. Like it's so plasticky. It feels like a toy. It just, it does. It feels like a toy. It definitely feels like a toy. So yeah, I found it a little awkward. I will say that. I do find it a little awkward. Yeah, this is important right here. DJ Romeo Crate, you definitely got to make sure your stuff is up to par. So if you want to be a part of that, definitely try doing something live so you could see what it would look like if you did set it up. Please, because we can't send you to something with horrible audio. I've been there. Horrible audio, horrible picture. I've been there. You got to do it right. Yeah, make sure y'all hit that like button. I see we have 14. I want to definitely get that up to 20. We got 30 people in the building. If you haven't hit the like button, I'm doing this for you guys. Hit that like button. Let's get it up to 20 likes at least before we get out of here tonight. Let's see what we got here. Appreciate it. Okay, thanks. I'm going to check it out. 13 likes. We're going for 20. We got to double check if you hit that like button. Alpine was better for Pioneer. Sean Clark, welcome in. If you've been here the whole time, my bad. Okay, DJs in the chat. Do you have any Jimi Hendrix edits that you can play at weddings, bars, or club? Like to bring back some of the classic. No, I think I only have like 2 Jimi Hendrix songs. Big shout out to DJ KCK. If you haven't looked at his recent gig log, KCK brought back a few songs that I haven't played in a while. And with this football tailgate that I'm going to be doing, I'm going to bring back some tracks that I haven't brought out in a while. So shout out to KCK on his last gig log. I love the way he definitely plays music. He plays a lot like how I do. And he does a really good job for what he does. And I picked up, a couple of things by ear. Like as soon as I heard him play this song, I'm like, ooh, this song would go great with that song. I'll play these two. And I kind of feel too. And same thing he did again. It was like, oh, I haven't heard that in a while, but this song would go with this. This is why I always encourage you guys to watch other DJs. To don't just stay in your own box, watch other DJs, because everybody's different and everybody's got different ideas. Everybody's different. I was in the gym this morning and I listened to one of my old mixes and I had 3 word plays on one of my mixes on Mixcloud. Didn't even know it. I wasn't even trying to do a word play. I just so happened to have 3 word plays. Literally. One of the easiest words to do word play off of, just so you know. Actually, I'll ask the chat that. What is one of the easiest words to do a word play off of? I'm going to tell you what I think it is. You tell me in the chat what you think it is. All right, let's see. Solstice, I know you've been banned from Facebook. Tuning in for my second week. You the homie JayBook. All right. Appreciate your skill set. Appreciate you. Nah, they all suck. Just a bunch of newbies in the Midwest old guys complaining about. This guy Solstice, man. I can't with him. All right. I want you guys to tell me what the easiest word to word play off of, and then we're going to get out of here for the night, because I didn't even realize that it was 10 after. All right, so Spin Griffey says shake or bounce. I don't know. That's not the one I was thinking of. DJ Mike says wobble to back that thing up. DJ Kenny says you is an easy one. Yeah, I can see you. How about Romeo Great? He says, hey, it's different. I started taking, he's talking about the turntables. Ass, everything now refers to ass. Well, I mean, I didn't know there's a couple of songs you could do ass off of, but that ain't that. Skill set. Yeah. Okay. First time checking out Damian Williams. Welcome, Damian. I hope you had a good time checking out the show. Let me just tell you, I think the easiest, do I have some more? Move is an easy one too. Move. I like Move. Here it is. You ready for it? This is what I think the easiest word to mix is. Either low, which is my number 2, or baby, which is my number 1. I think the number 1 word to do a word play off of is baby. I mean, because there are so many songs that say baby. So many songs that say baby. And then I was going to say low. A lot of people use low and stuff now, like especially in the current day. 2000s and up, you can do word plays with low. But baby, you can go all the way back to 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, and you can do baby all throughout those decades. I think baby is the number 1 word. Damian Williams says jump. What's this? I know another one's coming through on my screen here. Let me see what it is. I improvised a word last week. Girls just want to have fun, to all I want to do is have some fun. So you use the word fun. Hey, that's fire. Do you guys think about these before you do it, or does it just kind of happen to land that way? I know on that mix that I did, it just kind of happened to land that way. I didn't practice to do that. I'm just starting to put stuff together to kind of make a thing, but I'm pretty sure that if you guys think about it, you can find, and then all genres of music say the word baby. All genres of music say the word baby. Romeo Gray says he agrees with Damien, the word jump. You can do a lot with jump. You can. There's a lot. There's a lot. I would say a lot of people say it. This lands that way. All right, guys. So it has been a great show and stuff tonight. Thank you for all of those who have come and chilled with you guys. I appreciate you guys. Don't forget, next week, we will have the homie DJ Bar on the show next week. We've got a lot of great questions for him. So make sure you guys check out the show next week, 7 p.m. EST. Thank you to all of those who hit the like button. If you haven't had a chance to hit the like button, make sure you hit it on your way out. And if you have a function this weekend, make sure you knock it all the way out of the park, because I've got 2 and I'm going to absolutely crush them. I promise you I will. There's no doubt about it. I am super prepared and I am ready for these events. I am just, if I had to do them right now, I could. So thank you guys again for watching the show. We will be back again next week, 7 p.m. EST. Make sure you live in to strive, not to survive. DJ Bar next week. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your night. College football's back, so I know you're going to have a good night. We'll see you guys all again next week. Peace, people.